But just in the spring practice, and I know there's a lot of injuries, but what's really great is the guys that came out and competed. And we were able to get better, and we were able to find depth. You look at our defensive front, we didn't have our starting guys that started from a year ago, but it was good to see us take Marcus Smith and move him from linebacker to defensive end. Randy Salmon had an outstanding spring, Phylon, and Jermaine Brooks. Jermaine Brooks came in here weighing right at 370, has slimmed down to 310, and he moved very well to be that size now. He's going to help this football program. Then you look on the offensive side of the ball, Morrow didn't get a chance to go through spring practice, but Cupper got a lot of work. Hernandez, a guy that we felt like that we needed to find some offensive tackles. Hector had an outstanding spring, and Kessling on the other side. It's critical that we build our front seven on offense, build our front seven on defense, because the core of this football team is going to depend on that group of guys. I told our defensive front just the other day, if we're going to have an outstanding football team, it's got to come within that defensive line room. When you look at Scruggs, you look at B.J. Butler, you look at some depth that we built with Randy Salmon, Don, and Phylon, just guys that we have enough bodies now for those guys to go take that next step and become the dominant group. Last year I put it on the offensive line. It was a very mature group of guys, and now we'll put it on the defensive front. We're in the secondary. We have a lot of issues. We're not very good right now in the secondary. We're not. We have to find us two corners. Have not found two corners yet. At the safety position, when you look at just how fortunate our Holden has come and Akeem Smith, two guys that started last season, but it really had a really outstanding spring for us. But the defensive, the cornerback position is an area that we're going to have to find some players there. And I don't know if it's going to come from the freshmen. We took Charles Gaines, moved him from wide receiver to defensive back, but we had to find us two corners that are going to be stable, two corners, because we play so much man coverage, they're going to have to be able to cover. The linebacker position, Dexter Heyman, anytime you have a backer and you think about the core of your defense, the leadership has to come from the linebacker position. Dexter Heyman has to become a leader for us at that position. Preston Brown's a guy that had a good spring, but the thing about Preston is that he's still learning the position, and he has to come on for us. But we feel pretty comfortable that we have guys that have started for us, guys that have played at the back position. And as you look at our defense, we lost a lot of guys. You lost Brandon Heath, you lost Malcolm Tatum, you lost Rodney Knapp with all the sacks. But you feel like if the defense can come together, you can find two corners, then you have a chance to go play really good defense. Because in our plan to win, you have to play great defense. You have to do that, and we expect it from our defense. On the offensive side of the ball, talked about the offensive line, but the quarterback position is a position where you have Will Stein, and the thing that you like about Stein is he's so competitive. He's a guy that's been a winner. You look at what he did at Trinity and the games that he's won. He knows how to win. And the only thing we need him to do is manage the offense. Whomever that quarterback is, whether it's Teddy, whether it's Will Stein, whether it's Dominique, whoever the quarterback position is, we just need him to manage the offense and just don't turn the ball over. And we don't need him to make a great play, just get the ball in the playmaker's hand, because we feel like you have enough with Vic Anderson, you have Chichester, you have Bellamy, Andrell Smith didn't go through spring practice, Michael Lee didn't get a chance to go through spring ball. But you're building a group of guys, and you have enough skilled guys where if you could just get the ball in their hands, they can go make plays for us. And then you look at the kicking. Phil Potts, very solid, has been solid, was solid last season, and did a really good job this spring of punting the ball and kicking the ball. Him and Bleaser both. But this team is still a young football team. We're a very young football team, and the leadership. You have 12 seniors, and what's amazing is next year's class you have 13. So there's 25 guys missing, and you need those 25 guys just for depth, but you don't have them. So it's nothing you really can do about it. So we're just going to have to go and recruit, and that's what we're going to have to do. But just with the leadership of those 12 guys, when you look at Hector Hernandez, you look at Kessling, you look at Chichester, you look at Bellamy, you look at Vic Anderson, you have some guys there in place that can be a leader for you. Now, the young guys have to come, and they have to come and help us, and have to help this football program. And that's what we're going to have to do to go take that step. Because what you like about last season, you had 25 seniors. And you had 25 seniors that really, really wanted to win. and we're very fortunate to get to a bowl game. Now, what's going to happen with this team this year? It's going to be a whole new expectation, new challenge for us. But you have a group of guys that the 12 seniors, can they take this football team and go lead this football team? And can they have enough influence and enough impact on a group of guys behind them where they can get them to follow? And that's what's going to be critical for us this coming season.
Charlie, what did you not like?
Well, I just didn't really lock in on Stein tonight. I just noticed Stein can manage the offense. He's very competitive, and he studies the game. And what he's going to do with those other two quarterbacks, he's going to make them work. Because the only way they're going to beat him out is they're going to have to outwork him. And if they're willing to work as hard as Stein, because you know you're going to get that. You know you're going to get, he's going to come in and the preparation is going to be there, and he's going to come in and compete. So, and that's the thing you like about Will Stein. He's a competitor.
He had a very good power running game last year. How do you think the running game will be this year? Same kind of style?
Well, you look at Vic now. Vic and Bilal Powell are two different running backs. Now you look at Bilal, kind of when you look at Sonoris, he's kind of fits he's not near where Bilal was, but he's a guy that can get there. So you look at his power running game, but we're going to run the football. And Vic Anderson's good enough. You look at him as a freshman; he had over 1,000 yards rushing. So, and Vic has unbelievable spring. So we're going to run the football.
Unbelievable in what way? What did he do?
Just the way he worked, and he was never hurt the whole spring. He practiced every day. He worked every day, and guys just watched him work, and it was just amazing to watch him every day come out and go to work.
Talk about the secondary between Williams made a couple of plays out there, interceptions, one nice read on the seam route.
Yeah, RJ made a couple of, he did make a couple of interceptions, but it's just, it's an area there where you lose Johnny Patrick, you lose Bobby Burns, two guys that started for your corner. The corner position is a critical position for us right now, because you're looking at Anthony Connor, you're looking at Gaines, we have to move Gaines there, you're looking at Preston Pace, Titus Tigg, Zed Evans. You're trying to take guys, and you would think that through 15 practices someone would have stepped up by now, but no one did. So we're back. We got to have to go into summer camp trying to find us two guys that can come in and be starters for us at that position.
What were your initial observations of Bridgewater, just seeing him out there for the first time at the defense?
I told him he just need to calm down, probably because it's the first time he's been out there in a big ballpark like that. But Teddy will be fine. He's young. You expect that from a young guy when all of them are like that. But he just happened to be at that quarterback position where everybody sees it. But he just needs to develop and grow, and he'll be good.
All right.
All right. Thank you.